It's thunderstorms, and I'm recovering from a surgery that didn't go very well. And I was reading a book which stated that the brain has become the most interesting organ for everybody involved, from the governments to society to the companies. And I was thinking at some point in time, if we manage to realize consciousness in silicon, or not even that, but say at some point in time the mind uploading becomes the reality, and you can choose to at any point switch from a real life to a virtual life that remains that has the same value, right? So the value question is being answered in the way that it stays the same. I'm not sure how we're gonna get there. I'm not sure if it's ever gonna get there. It's a thought experiment. So assuming you get there, and both lives are for any person, anybody, including yourself, equal in value, do you think that would stop treating medical ailments? Do you think that would stop treating the body altogether? Because in the end, in that case, the body is just a vessel. You get born, you are a certain conscious being, and then you can translate that consciousness in the digital world whenever you feel ready or prepared. So say whenever after 20 or 25 you could upload yourself in that virtual world, and again everything feels the same as it feels in reality. It's all digital. So your answer to this question is where your intuition lies with the mind-body problem. And it's fascinating, and also maybe where your intuition lies with the fact that consciousness is only carbon-based, or consciousness is not merely just the mind. So that's fascinating, because the answer that most people would give to this question, if there would be no more doctors, there would be no more treatments on the large scale, would be that's absolutely insane. Medicine is just gonna become better and better, and we just keep trying to work on this biological body. But see, logically it doesn't follow, because the your body, if it wouldn't have a real impact on consciousness, would be just a mere addition to you. It would be like an epiphenomenon, something that's just there, and you observe it. It has no causal impact, which is absurd just to think about, because if you're thinking of the body interacting with the world, it's absurd to say that the body would not have any sort of causal power. But that aside, like the beauty of the question is that anybody would think of that as just asinine, right? Just something that cannot happen. It will keep going on with the medicine. And this tells you that, first of all, people do believe that there is, well, it's either the body's such a, because see, okay, let me phrase this better. People don't believe in duality per se, because if they did, they would say, you know what, fine, sure, the important part of me, the mind, the soul, whatever, how they want to call it, is going to be separated. It's gonna live digitally. It's the same value. Everything is the same. Is it though? So if you believe that, if you believe in dualism, then you say that, okay, the body is not important. It's just flesh, and something else happens. And this happens, of course. You can follow the train of thought. I don't want to go in that direction, but let's keep it vague, so just to say that it's a view that a lot of people who believe in the afterlife have, right? So if you do believe that, then you just say, do not treat the body. Let it rot. It doesn't matter. Like, okay, I lived 30 years in this body. I'm good. I'm happy to live the next 150 in a digital environment, or even forever. If the body is a central part of the mind and a central part of the consciousness, then you would be inclined to take care of that body. And I think that's where we're at. We are inclined to take care of it. And I think it's for good measure. Because for all intents and purposes, of course, we do not have the alternative yet. So it's just a thought experiment. But I would assume even if we do have the ability, I would assume that some part of what creates the personhood is stored in the body, which basically tells you that you go to a monist view of the world, and that's sort of it.